I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin, and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. In today's video, I am going to take you through another monthly empties and let you know my thoughts and if I would recommend all of the things that I used up in the month of September. So let's talk some trash, shall we? Per the usual, I have divided them up into the types of products that they are. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my one lone makeup item. I did finish up this little mini of the Tarte Amazonian Clay Setting Powder. So I did pull out the little dispenser and it is officially finished. Now, I don't know that I would repurchase this, but I did enjoy using it for setting my under eye. I do not think that it does a very good job holding your foundation and things in place. I am quite oily in my T-zone and it really did nothing for that, but it did look really nice on my under eye area, so that is how I was mostly using it. I'm happy that it's gone, but I don't think I would repurchase it. Now let's just talk about some like personal care type things. So I did go through another bottle of my allergy medicine. This is the Target version of Zyrtec. I use the liquid gels. These worked perfectly fine. They're a little bit less expensive, so if you're looking for a way to save a little bit of money, I would recommend this one if you do use Zyrtec. So nothing really special, but again, another month, another allergy medicine. I also used up a toothpaste. I went through this Colgate Optic White Renewal toothpaste, and I don't know that it really did anything for whitening your teeth, so your mileage may vary. It was fine. I got it in like a 2-pack on Amazon for like the price of one. They had some kind of deal going when I purchased it, so I was perfectly fine with the price. It works fine. I just don't know that it really did anything in terms of whitening your teeth. And I also went through another refill of this Seed Daily Probiotic. I have decided that I am not going to repurchase this anymore. They had sent this really nice glass jar, which I'm going to keep to use for something else, but it was kind of pricey. I don't know that it really worked any better than anything else that I've used in the past, so decided to cut some cost and not renew the subscription for it. So yeah, this was something that I saw advertised on Facebook, you know, those good old Facebook ads. And yeah, I used it for several months and can't really say that it did much of anything, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Okay, now let's move on to hair care. I did finish 2 hair care items in the month of September. The first one was this IGK Rich Kid Coconut Oil Gel. This was just a little travel size. I did not love this. Calling it a gel is really stretching the definition of gel. I really do need something that really sets into my hair to help hold my waves and curls. This did not do that. Now you are supposed to put this on like towel dried hair, and it's supposed to give you, well, basically what she looks like here, that kind of tousled look. However, that it didn't do that for me. So I was mixing this in with other products that I was using just to try to use it up. It does have a nice smell, but that's all that I can really say for it. So I would not recommend. I also used up a little hotel sample of shampoo. This was a green tea and lemongrass shampoo that I got from a hotel in Nashville. You can't purchase this. Even if you could, I wouldn't recommend it. It was fine. I just used it on those days when I needed like a more clarifying shampoo because it does have sulfates in it. But yeah, happy to get this out of my collection. Even if I could repurchase it, I would not. Hey, now let's move on to skincare. This is where the bulk of my empties are this month, which is pretty exciting. A lot of these were just floating around in my collection for way too long of a time, so I'm happy that they are finally used up. The first one is this Acne Foaming Cleanser from CeraVe. This is fine. I have used another bottle of this. It works perfectly fine. I just am preferring something that's a little bit more moisturizing, a little bit more, I guess, that doesn't have like the active ingredient. So this one does have 4% benzoyl peroxide. I use a topical benzoyl peroxide, so I don't really think that I need that in my cleanser as well. But if you're looking for that, this is a good one. It doesn't strip your skin, doesn't dry you out. It's a decent price, but I am currently using something that's just a little bit more hydrating and moisturizing that doesn't have that active ingredient. The next item that I used up was a little mini of the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Serum, which just looks like this. It came in a little kit with the eye cream, and this was fine. I mean, you can get hyaluronic acid serums for like $5, so don't pay Glow Recipe prices, but it was perfectly fine. This little mini did last a very, very long time because I was just using like a single pump. I use it underneath my eyes to help kind of plump that area up and get rid of some fine lines. So it worked fine for that, but again, I would not pay the price for this particular brand of hyaluronic acid. One empty that I am very, very excited about is this Retinol eye cream from First Aid Beauty. As you can see, I did cut it open. I got everything out of the inside. This lasted forever. So if you are looking for something that is going to hang around for a really long time, this one did that. It was completely full basically when I got it. It says it is 15 milliliters. It lasted forever. However, I don't know that it really did anything earth-shattering, so I don't think I would repurchase it. I do need something to help with lines, as I had mentioned. This one, I used it for a solid probably 6 months and didn't see really any results. So I would not recommend this. I will not be repurchasing it, but your mileage may vary. It did last for a super long time, so in that respect, it's worth the price, but I'm sure you can probably find something that works a little bit better out there. The next item that I used up was a cleansing balm. This was the Versed Day Dissolve Cleansing Balm. Now, this had eucalyptus oil in it. So if you know anything about eucalyptus, it is a very, very strong smell. And because of that, I would not repurchase this one. It worked fine for like removing your makeup. It emulsifies really well, but it literally smelled like I was rubbing a eucalyptus plant on my face. So for that alone, I would not recommend this, and I will not be repurchasing it. It was a nice price. You can get it at Target, but the smell was really overpowering. I don't understand why they had to put such a strong smell in a product that's supposed to go around your eyes. Yeah, I just would not recommend this one, and I really didn't like it solely because of the scent. Hey, the next skincare item that I used up was this little mini. This is from Tata Harper. This is the Rejuvenating Serum. I was using this kind of as a moisturizer. You can see that there's still like the slightest bit in the bottle. I took a spatula and tried to scrape it out. It just would not come out. So I used what I could of it. This, I don't know that it did really much of anything. It has a very herbal smell, which would make sense because like Tata Harper prides herself on using like natural ingredients. This is very expensive though. Like I would not pay Tata Harper prices for any of her things, so I would not repurchase this. It's very expensive. I also don't know that it really did anything. The little mini did last me quite a while because I was only using like 2 pumps, but yeah, will not be repurchasing this, although it was nice to kind of get that luxurious spa feeling from this product. And the next skincare item was this little mini of the Drunk Elephant C-Firma Vitamin C Serum. Now, this was very, very sticky. So I don't know if that's because it's older. I have used C-Firma in the past and I don't remember it being sticky. This was quite sticky. And I would have to mix it in with my toner to get it to spread the way I wanted it to on my face. It just felt sticky. It was not a good experience. That is not typical. I've used this before, as I mentioned, and I just don't remember it doing that. However, that being said, this is so expensive, y'all. You do not need to pay this much for a vitamin C serum. They've got some at the drugstore now. Just don't pay that price. So I will definitely not be repurchasing this. The one item that I feel like is worth the price from Drunk Elephant is the Proteini Polypeptide Moisturizer. And even that I have not repurchased in a very long time. So would not repurchase this, would not recommend it. You can find vitamin C serums that work just as well as this one did for much less money, and you can take that from someone who used C-Firma religiously for months a couple of years ago. I just never really saw that great of results from it. Save your money and buy something else. Okay, September was a pretty rough month for me in terms of breakouts. Wearing a mask just does me zero favors. I am dealing with breakouts right now. It's just rough. It also doesn't help that it was like 90 plus degrees here for the majority of the month. So my skin was suffering. So I went through several different acne patches. The first one was this Microneedle acne soothing patch, which is from Fanofi. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. The name's up here at the top. This is one of those that has the little micro needles in it that's supposed to work on like cystic pimples or the ones that you can feel coming up. You put this on and it's supposed to help kind of curtail the pimple from coming in full force. I do think these do something. However, most of the time they're using salicylic acid. So this one has madecassoside, witch hazel, EGF, and a Houtunia cordata extract. I don't know what that is. But most of the time they use salicylic acid, and salicylic acid does not do very much for me personally. So yeah, I do think that these worked decently well, but I don't know that they're groundbreaking or earth-shattering. A lot of people really do have good results with these. My skin is just very difficult sometimes, so for me it doesn't work probably as well as it does for others. The other thing is you only get 9 of these patches in a package. That's across the board. I'm sure it's because these are more expensive to make, but yeah, they're kind of pricey. You don't get very many, and if you like me need to put them on multiple days in a row, you can fly through a package of this very, very fast, which was what I found was the case. So again, it does work. It's not perfect, but I do think I liked this one better than this one. So these were the Mighty Patch ones that do the same thing, the Micropoint for blemishes ones. I do think these worked better than this, but neither one of them worked perfectly, which probably isn't what they're supposed to do anyway, so it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, so I did go through, I used this entire box last month, y'all. My skin, I'm telling you. This entire box was gone last month. This one only had like a couple patches left over from like previous month. So yeah, they're kind of both the same. I do think this one worked better, but again, neither one of them is foolproof. And then sticking with pimple patches, I also went through a pack of the Mighty Patch original patches. These are the hydrocolloid ones that you can put over the ones that are kind of more whitehead based, and they do suck out the gunk. These work fine. I prefer the ones from CosRx because those come in multiple different sizes, and these do not stay on as well as the CosRx ones do. However, if you're in a pinch, they sell these at Target, which is why I picked this up, but I'm definitely going to just go back to the CosRx ones. They just work better for me personally, but this is fine. Find it at Target. It does what it says it's supposed to do. And my last category is body care. I actually have quite a few body care products this month too, which is kind of rare. That doesn't usually happen, so that's kind of exciting. I did go through another sugar scrub. This is the TREEHUT Shea Sugar Scrub in the Moroccan Rose scent. I really, really loved the scent of this. It's just really, really lovely. And I have already repurchased one of these, not in this scent. I got a cotton candy scent from Target, which also smells lovely. But yeah, I definitely recommend these. This can last me quite a while. I only use it on my legs when I'm shaving my legs. So yeah, you get lots of bang for your buck. I enjoy it. They have really nice scents. And TREEHUT is kind of my go-to when it comes to body scrubs. I finished up another bottle of lotion. This is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I love this one because it is unscented. This one has soothing oat in it, and it does help my skin. It makes me less itchy, particularly on the tops of my arms here can get kind of itchy. My legs can be kind of itchy and dry. So this is really, really nice. I love that it's fragrance-free, unscented, so you can wear your other products without any kind of mingling scents. And I have already repurchased this one and will continue to do so. Okay, the next body care item is this Gold Bond powder. This is with aloe and chamomile. I really enjoyed this. It has a really nice texture. It's talc-free, so that's always a good thing. You can get this on Amazon. You cannot do subscribe and save on this though, so yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I also had trouble finding this at Target, or at least my Target did not have it. So I wound up going with a different powder. But yeah, I like to use this for like chafing issues. So like between my thighs, that kind of thing, especially when it's hot. So that's what I use this for. But yeah, I definitely liked this one. I would think about repurchasing this. I just was in a pinch, so I had to pick up something else that they had at Target. And again, I wish this kind of was one of those subscribe and save ones from Amazon, because that would be super convenient, but it is what it is. The last item is probably the most exciting one. So if you watched my Project Pan video, which went up yesterday, when you're watching this one, the Project Pan video went up yesterday, I finished a body spray, and it is this one right here. It is the Paris and Bloom body spray from Bath & Body Works. This was in my Project Pan, so I was tracking its usage, and I finished it up in the month of September. So really lovely scent. It's limited edition though. It came out, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Such a nice scent. I wish they had this one full time, but they don't. So yeah, it's gone. I'm excited, and now I've moved on to another body spray that I've had sitting in my collection for not quite as long, but almost as long. And that is all of my empties for the month of September. So quite a few. I tried to go through them as quickly as I could. Apologies if this took a while, but we're gonna go ahead and call it another month in the books. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more, and I will see you in my next one. Bye everyone.